guys, and welcome back to another movie review. I am in the same location as I was last time. As I said, I want to try get a few videos done today so that they're all ready to go up over the next couple of days so we can get more organised while I do my exams. Hopefully my dog won't be a bother this time. If you do hear any chirping, we've got baby birds there. Just figured out there's more than one in it, which is pretty cute. But I think the mama and dada bird are kind of gone now, so there shouldn't be a problem. So they shouldn't. Okay, so the next movie review that I'm going to be doing is on the movies A Cinderella Story. There is currently 4 released at the moment. I do apologise for the wind, by the way. I don't know where that came from, just literally after picking up just there. There's currently 4 at the moment. It originally started off as A Cinderella Story featuring Hilary Duff and Chad Michael Murray. That was the very first one I watched, and then moved on to Selena Gomez as the leading actress. That was another Cinderella Story. Then there was Lucy Hale, and that was kind of a more music version of Cinderella Story, so there's a lot of music in that one. And then more recently it was Sophia Carson in A Cinderella Story If the Shoe Fits. That was the one that was released in either this year or last year. So I'm gonna wanted to do a movie review because there's 4 of them out there, and I want to compare each one because it's pretty much the same storyline. And I kind of like that because it's like Cinderella is your basic, you know, young woman is like, you know, ordered around by her evil stepmother and stepsisters until one day her fairy godmother comes, grants her wish to go to the ball. She meets the prince, they fall in love. Then she goes off, she loses her slipper, he comes back, you know, finds her eventually, and they, you know, live happily ever after kind of thing, which is your basic Cinderella story. Sorry, just killing the spider. Okay, go away. Sorry about that. Creepy crawly coming towards me. Don't like it. Sit back in my chair now. Yeah, so you have that's your basic Cinderella story. So I wanted to watch these movies because originally, yeah, I had a love for Hilary Duff and Chad Michael Murray. But I wanted to continue watching to see what the rendition of each of the Cinderella stories was, like how they changed it around. So the Hilary Duff one, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but you know how they all end, obviously, because it's Cinderella. So the Hilary Duff one I found was more realistic because it was like she was being ordered around by her stepmother and all this, and her stepmother had been lying to her and everything, and she eventually does end up with Princeton Boy, which is his little code name in the movie. So I did really love it, and it was so basic. There was no big dance routines, there was no singing numbers, there was no real big drama about it. It was more real, more realistic, more kind of modern, and there was a good take on it. Sorry, heard one of the birds. It was an amazing take on the Cinderella thing, and it was all about texting over email and all. And it was just so good how it was put together, and the acting was amazing. And then you move on to another Cinderella story which featured Selena Gomez as the lead, and that has more to do with dancing. And you're kind of looking at it and you're like, okay, well, in each of the movies the prince, or the leading male star, found out who the Cinderella character was pretty much about halfway through, or 3/4 of the way through. The original one, it was like 3/4 of the way through, and it took about, I think, 20 minutes near the end, or about 20 minutes to the end of the movie for them to officially get together and all, which was really good. So that lasted the whole movie, them trying to figure out who each other were and all, and people getting in the way and all. Then you have the Selena Gomez one where it's like halfway through the movie he finds out who she is. So then you have everything that goes wrong afterwards, because his character is like a superstar. Everyone's trying to stop them being together, making up lies, and all this, and you get to see kind of like more of an aftermatch of them finding out who each other is. So I think that's a good kind of transition to 2 different style ones. And then you have the Lucy Hale one, which is one of my favourites because I love the music in it, and Lucy Hale is one of my favourite actresses. I watch her in Pretty Little Liars at the moment, and she does have a new TV show out that I will definitely be watching her in. Which I love the music in this one. In the Lucy Hale one, the songs are really good, and it does take a lot longer for them to figure out who each other is, because it's not so much if they knew each other, it's more of she has to pretend to be the singing voice for her stepsister, but she's in love with the chap who her stepsister is trying to impress to get a singing label from, because his dad is this big record producer and all. So like, it's really, I just love the way that's like, they don't actually initially want to fall in love with each other. It's not like they've been talking or acting like that, or they were friends, or acting like they're just more acquaintances, like, kind of a thing. She wanted to get a record deal off him, but the man twisted it and made out that she put this little demo in the bag for her sister, so it's actually her stepsister's voice and not her. But so it took to the end of the movie for them to really figure out, like, he was in love with her, but he didn't want to admit it because, you know, why would he? He's a dude. I don't know the reason, but like, he obviously fell for her. She was in love with him and he didn't realise it, even though she was writing these songs for him that he thought was from the stepsister. It's really confusing, but really, really good. And when he finds out that it really is her, it is Lucy Hale's character, that's the singer and that wrote all the songs and that said all that stuff about him and everything, he had to prove that it was her. He didn't care if it embarrassed her family or if it ruined her stepsister's future career or reputation around. He just had to have her be known as the one who's doing the singing. He knew it was her, he wanted it to be her, kind of thing, and it was just really, really good. And then you move on to A Cinderella Story, If the Shoe Fits, with Sophia Carson, and this one's a little bit different again. This one is Sophia Carson's character, again, has the stepmother and stepsisters and all that, but this time they're on this kind of, they're at this hotel, there's a big thing going on where there's like auditions for a musical, Cinderella, basically, and basically she wants to go for it, but she knows her stepmother wouldn't allow it, and she's kind of under her thumb because she kind of controls the money end of everything, you know, that kind of a thing. So she doesn't want to go for it, but she runs into this kind of costume designer, makeup artist person who works there for the auditions and kind of becomes really close friends with her and all, and creates this other persona of a person. So when she's herself, she has like long brown hair and is kind of tomboyish and kind of in the background of everything. But whereas when she's on stage, she has like this other identity. So she does, where she has like long blonde hair and is very confident and has an accent and everything. So she does, which I think is really, really good because it's so diverse. And again, it wasn't that she wanted to fall in love with the lead actor, it was that she wanted the part in the play, and that was the only reason. But when she started hanging out with the lead actor, and the lead actor hung out with both personas of her, like both versions of her on stage and her off stage version, because she was really good at bikes, she had to fix a bike in one of the movies for him, and he kind of hung out with her then, and he hung out with her obviously on stage because he was the lead. And the fact that he got to know both of them, and he didn't want, he wasn't there to fall in love, she wasn't there to fall in love, but then when she found out that he was engaged, she was hurt. And now, I'm not going to spoil the whole movie, but basically, like, we all know it's going to end up happily ever after for them because it's Cinderella after all, as I said at the beginning of the video. But it's just the fact that basically 3 out of 4 movies wasn't about falling in love with the prince. It was more about kind of finding who you are while following your dreams and falling in love, which was really, 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 really good. I absolutely loved it. The first one obviously was like really good as well, the Hilary Duff one, because it was more of the Cinderella story put into a modern day age. And yes, in each of the movies, I can't remember if there was one in the Sophia Carson one, but they lost something. So in the Hilary Duff one, it was a mobile. The Selena Gomez, it was an iPod. And I think the Lucy Hale one, was there one in the Lucy Hale one? No, there wasn't one in the Lucy Hale one. Well, there was a CD, but like in the first 2, they still lost the slipper, kind of a thing. But I don't know, it was just really, really good to see the different versions of the movies. The acting was really good. So it was, and I knew like a lot of the actors in it, so it was very good to see like the versatile acting and all in it. And they keep bringing out new versions of it, but changing it up is at the same time, which is really, really good. I'm just keeping an eye on the dog there just in case. Which is good, and I don't know, I love re-watching the movies. I have the box set of it upstairs in my room, and I just love re-watching all the movies because it's just so fascinating to see how they reinterpret Cinderella into modern day age. So it is. So there's none of this fancy balls or anything. I just love how it's basic everyday life, showing you that you basically you can do what you want. You can be who you want. And I love that about the movies. I don't know if that's originally what they planned or if they meant for that to happen out of it, but that's how I feel when I watch them, because they stay true to who they are. They follow their dreams and they fall in love along the way, which is really, really good. I think that's a good added extra into it. So it is. And with people who accept them for who they are and are willing to fight for them as well, which is even better. But so this is my movie review on the 4 Cinderella Story movies. I hopefully will be doing more. I can't remember what the other movies were that I was supposed to do a movie review on. I may check my list now in 2 minutes and see. But there will be more movie reviews. Graham will be doing more movie reviews. He's going to do one, I think, on Alien, and then on the Alien movies, and then we will hopefully be going to our mate Brian's house some stage soon to do a joint 3-way, 3 people in it, me, Graham and our mate Brian will hopefully be coming together to do a movie review on the new Alien Covenant movie that we went to see, which you have seen in one of our vlogs that I recently posted up online. So that is all for this video. I hope you have liked my movie review. I will hopefully be able to get better at describing what I mean about movies the more I do these. I hope you are enjoying our channel so far. I hope you like the fact that we are now getting into the stage of trying to upload a video every day, no matter what kind of video it is. We have loads of different ideas. We have a list of videos to go up, so I hope you've been enjoying these videos. So please give our channel a like, subscribe, share with your friends, whatever. Please, please, please subscribe and share and all. And we shall see you in the next video, which I don't know what it'll be. I have to check my list. So I shall see you soon, guys. Bye!